came out of the house, they just kind of like threw down here. But also, you know, they've made it as like a game room, but I think you could probably take it up another notch and do something different with it. This is awesome. Like a storage room down here that you could use for all of your stuff when you're not, or you could build this out into like a movie theater room. This is great. But it does make for great storage for renters, or like to keep your stuff away from the renters, bikes, things like that. And that way they can have the garage. So, definitely a cool underutilized thing right there. Stairs are kind of just made out of like plywood. Coming up. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the front door right here where we would have come in. Walls are like a black, like a matted black. Oh yeah, this is great. Oh yeah. So awesome. Okay, so living room, look at that piece. That thing's wonderful. I don't think I've ever seen a coffee table so cool. Perfect couch for this. Dual pane windows. Beautiful fireplace. They took the TV out, it looks like, which is no big deal. This is beautiful. I can tell that they did this over top of the original ugly one, because there's like, you can see it back there, and then you can see plywood, and then you can see the new stacked stone. And then it also makes sense because you see how it's kind of set back more. So it's just, they protruded this into the room a little bit more. Live edge piece of wood. Deck outside. Floors are in great shape. Looks like somebody maybe like just kind of left like trash on the floor and stuff. Looks like kind of unfinished in some ways, but not the end of the world. Just like trim pieces and things like that. Probably have bar stools down here. Central heating, not AC that I've seen yet. See, like, you know, just little things like no trim right here. Beautiful butcher block counters, but you know, just laid out in pieces, obviously. Probably want to like seal those up even more. That piece doesn't go the whole length, but it's pretty cool. Not the best finished job up above where the ceiling probably had cabinets right there. But like, the idea of it is wonderful. The products are wonderful. The execution is probably like something that I would have done though. Just details, you know, like that's all it's missing is details. This is cute, like hanging stuff on the walls right there. So coming down, we've got, oh, that's the garage. I like their hardware. This is fun. How they did this wall. Good enough for a king-size bed, I would say, in here. Carpet's in wonderful shape. Carpet's actually beautiful, too. I like the textured carpet. Again, detail. But it's funny, because, like, they just tacked on another layer of it. Like, what was wrong with the first layer? Laundry. Things. I like how all of their walls have that 1x2 decorated. It's pretty cool. Bathroom. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. And that. Pretty complete in here, I would say. Shower, good size. Like that's not, I could have done, this part could have been done a little bit better, but no big deal. Going upstairs. Love this. This is what you were talking about in that other house. I like how they did that too, how it just goes through the wood. Oh, these are beautiful. Okay, so kind of like a game-ish room area. I would have probably pulled that pool table up here. Fogged up window right here. Slopes. Top of the ski slope right there. Yeah, like put the pool table up here. Probably just didn't want to deal with it. Little bits of like wall to repair. It's so funny because it's like furnished but not furnished, you know, like it's like they're ready for Airbnb but they have minimal beds. Love the floors. Those are pretty cool. But again, detail work. This is beautiful. I like the hexagon. Cast iron tub. Subway tile. Green walls. Ah! Door doesn't slow close. Bunk room. It shows you to the backyard. So really no access to the backyard other than outside. And no master bedroom would be 2 comments, but not the end of the world. This is really cool because it's got like a view of the living room, which means they have a view of you. All right, I'm gonna go outside next.